It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 9th session of the 16th Odisha Legislative Assembly. Let me take the opportunity to extend my heartiest New Year greetings to all the honorable members of this august House as well as to the people of Odisha. This august House has expressed its deep condolences on the sad demise of late General Vipin Lakshman Singh Rawat, his wife late Madhulika Rawat, and 11 other Indian Armed Forces personnel, late Vijay Shri Rautre, former Minister, late Prahlad Dora, former Deputy Speaker, late Kartik Prasad Tarya, former Minister of State, late Vivekananda Mehar, former Government Chief Whip, late Vimal Lochan Das, late Arun Dey, late Chandmama Santha, late Kamal Kant Nayak, late Umakant Mishra, late Vikram Keshari Verma, late Umesh Chandra Samay, and late Ram Ramonda, all former members of this august House. Late Shashank Shekhar Samal, ex-Lions Nayak 603 EME Battalion, late Sunil Kumar Nayak, ex-Havaldar, Odisha Police, late Anil Eka, ex-OAF, Odisha Police, late Sitaram Murmu, ex-Sipai, Odisha Police. I request honorable members to join me in paying tribute to late Kishore Kumar Mohanty, acting member and former speaker, late Hemant Biswal, former chief minister, late Ramakrishna Patnaik, late Duryodhan Majhi, late Rajiv Lochan Hota, all former ministers, late Rashni Singh Dev, late Uday Narayan Dev, late Devaraj Sahu, late Vijay Jaina, late Kangcharan Panda, and late Ajit Das, all former members of this august House, and all the COVID warriors, those who have laid their lives selflessly in our fight against the pandemic. The House may convey our heartfelt condolence to the bereaved families of the departed souls. We are now treading through a time unprecedented in human history. It has all along been a time of loss of lives, livelihoods, job opportunities, business prospects, invaluable teaching, learning hours, unforgettable moments with the near and dear ones, and many more. The way our people have stood up over the past 2 years of the pandemic is nothing short of heroism. From ASHA, Anganwadi workers to health professionals, from first respondents to the civil societies, teachers, students and parents, farmers and entrepreneurs, the real strength of the people of our state was on full display. I take this opportunity to commend my government and public officials who continued to work round the clock with the public health experts to ensure that we are taking the right and timely step to vaccinate people in the eligible age group, contain the spread of this virus, and balancing the economy wheel of the state to keep it moving. Based on the principles of healthy Odisha, happy Odisha, and health care for all, each life matters. My government has ensured universal access to equitable, affordable, and quality health care services, accountable and responsive to the people's needs. The overall transformation of public health facilities in the state has resulted in people posing greater faith and trust in our public health institutions. Odisha's phenomenal progress in health sector is primarily attributable to implementation of more than 15 mega schemes and several result-oriented health system strengthening measures. Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana is a universal health assurance scheme to provide free health services to all. Smart health cards to 96 lakhs. Economically vulnerable families under Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana have also been provided by my government. This is one of its kind and first such initiative across the country in technology-driven delivery of public health care services, which ensures cashless treatment of Rs 5 lakh for all members and Rs 10 lakhs to the women members of a family for treatment of critical ailments in identified private hospitals inside and outside the state. My government has approved the Postgraduate Institute of Medical Science and Research at Capital Hospital in Bhubaneswar, which will improve tertiary health services and medical examination. Further, the construction work of 2 new medical colleges at Keonjhar and Sundargarh with 100 intake capacity of MBBS students is under process. The admission process for MBBS students with 100 intake capacities in Sri Jagannath Medical College and Hospital, Puri has already begun during 2021-22. My government has identified 150 Ayush dispensaries and 5,028 urban and rural primary health centers and sub-centers for upgradation as Ayush health and wellness centers across the state. My government has addressed human resources issues in health sector through restructuring of Odisha medical and health services cadre, providing place-based incentives for doctors, creation of corpus fund for difficult areas, transparent HR management policy for medical officers, and creation of 2,508 posts for doctors, 400 posts of dental surgeons, and 5,719 posts of paramedics that would further strengthen the health services in the state. We have been continuously monitoring patients' feedback through more Sarkar initiatives, strengthening ancillary services under Nirmal scheme with investment of about Rs 2,000 crores over a period of 5 years, formulating healthcare investment promotion policy and increasing public health spending, which now stands at around 2% of the gross state domestic product during the year 2021-22. All our medical colleges are now equipped with RT-PCR facilities and VRDL for COVID testing. And to tackle any future public health emergency, COVID-19 vaccination drive has been successfully undertaken in the state with administration of more than 5 crore doses. To successfully combat and manage public health emergencies in future, my government is taking sincere steps to establish a robust network of public health laboratories and public health units up to block level throughout the state. My government's continued thrust on capital outlay and infrastructure in the state budget has enhanced productive capacity of our economy in the 2021-22 budget estimates. Rupees 25,788 crores of capital outlay has been provided, which is 4% of GSDP. This higher capital outlay, with its multiple effect, would help in rapid and strong growth rebound and in recovering the state economy. During the current financial year, 171 bridge projects have been completed, 815 kilometers of road have been improved, and 868 kilometers of rural roads have been completed by incurring expenditure of Rs 2,807 crores under different schemes by December 2021. As our railways serve as a low-cost, high-volume carrier of bulk cargo and passengers in the supply chain management, my government has identified it as a priority area and has plans to cover all 30 districts with railway connectivity over the next few years. We have collaborated with the railways to fill the viability gap wherever required, taken several initiatives by forming joint ventures, special purpose vehicles with the railways and other ministries to construct new rail lines and corridors, and have been directly funding construction of new railway lines besides providing free land for new railway projects. My government has notified 14 potential locations for development of non-major ports in the state, out of which 2 non-major ports, Dhamra and Gopalpur, are now operational. Another 2 non-major ports, Swarnmalekha and Astranga, are in the pipeline. We are also taking steps for development of a riverine port in River Mahanadi in Kendrapada district, 2 inland water transport projects, development of ROPX jetty and allied infrastructure, Kaninali in Bhadrak district to Talchua in Kendrapada district, and at Balgua in Khurda district to Krishan Prasad in Puri district have been included in the Sagarmala project. On the air connectivity front, we have commenced regular flight operations along 2 new air routes from Biju Patnaik International Airport, Bhubaneswar, to Jaipur International Airport in Rajasthan from 1st of November 2021, and to Dabolim International Airport in Goa from 1st of December 2021. This will further strengthen air connectivity and boost tourism in our state. We have also developed the Jharsuguda Airport to a full-fledged commercial airport with commencement of flight operations from March 2019. My government is taking steps for construction of a new Sri Jagannath International Airport at Puri to boost the tourism sector in Odisha. My government is committed to provide quality and reliable power supply to all the building quality power infrastructure across the state. Huge investments have been made to enhance the generation capacity and to strengthen the transmission and distribution infrastructure. Now Odisha is a power surplus state with a very robust transmission system of 15,012 circuit kilometers of extra high tension lines and 22,473 megavolt ampere installed capacity by December 2021. My government, in order to fulfill the objectives of economic growth with social justice, has set up public enterprises to harness local resources of the state and create employment opportunities. At present, there are 36 working PSUs in the state in power, agriculture, finance, infrastructure, and manufacturing sector. Majority of the PSUs are profit-making with a turnover of rupees 26,777 crores and profit of rupees 1,403 crores in aggregate during 2018-19. During 2021-22, the COVID-19 induced economic slowdown resulted in loss of jobs and livelihoods. The demand for work under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme shot up for wage employment. Around 21 crore person-days wage employment were generated against the target of 20 crores. By spending an amount of rupees 5,840 crore during 2020-21, 37 lakh households were provided employment, benefiting 62 lakh persons. During 2021-22, we have been able to generate 17 crore person-days of wage employment to around 32 lakh households and 51 lakh persons by December 2021. My government introduced the Urban Wage Employment Initiative, Mukhyamantri Karm Tatpar Abhiyan during 2022 to address the need of the urban wage and earners. An amount of rupees 400 crores have already been spent, providing 26 lakh person-days of wage employment. Further, my government rolled out 6,320 urban infrastructure projects under Mukta with an investment of rupees 700 crore to be completed by 2022-23. Our state has received the 5th Ganjo Award in recognition of innovation in improving social, economical, environmental sustainability in cities and regions through its urban wage employment initiative Mukta. My government announced a special package during January 2020 to strengthen socio-economic standard of migrant workers and gradual reduction in distress among people in migration-prone 477 gram panchayats of 20 blocks in the districts of Bolangir, Bargarh, Kalahandi, and Nuapar. Around rupees 264 crore has already been spent from state corpus fund towards additional wages by 200 days under Manrega. My government has initiated several programs for the holistic development of our rich handlooms and handicrafts tradition. The craftsmanship of our artisans and weavers is one of the best in the country. This sector provides ample scope for self-employment both in urban and rural areas. During the year 2021-22, my government has provided rupees 169 crore in the state budget for development of this sector. 1,341 weavers above 60 years of age are availing monthly social security assistance under Varishtha Bunkar Sahayata Yojana. My government has also introduced the new initiative Mukhyamantri Mayan Jyoti to provide lighting units with unit cost of rupees 17,500 per family to 2,000 weaver families during 2021-22. Geographical indication registration of Pippali, Odisha, Patchitra and Konark stone carving have been made, and we have already applied for GI registration of silver filigree of Katak, and steps for GI registration of brass and bell metal craft of Cantlio and golden grass craft of Kendrapada will be taken up very soon. Around 5 lakh micro, small and medium enterprises have already been established in our state with a total investment of rupees 24,341 crores. My government has successfully launched the Startup Odisha initiative. Our state is being consistently recognized as a top performer and leader state in the startup makings during 2018 and 2019 respectively by Government of India. Food processing industries for reasons of employment generation, reduction of wastage of farm produces and giving remunerative prices to the farmer is the focus of my government. Under Odisha food processing policy, rupees 97 crores have already been utilized for promoting 150 units of food processing enterprises. Besides, one mega food park at Rayagada has already been made functional, and mega seafood park at Deras, Khordha is nearing completion. Odisha is India's best kept secret for its rich biodiversity of flora and fauna, wild fair sanctuaries, beautiful beaches, immortal in architecture, rich artistic heritage, and its exquisite cuisine. Our tourism and hospitality sector also has a huge potential to generate employment and contribute to the state economy. My government has undertaken integrated master planning and destination development at Chandrabhaga beachfront, Satkausia Tiger Reserve, Hirakud, Bhitarkarnika National Park, Chilika Lake, Khandigiri, Udayagiri Heritage Complex, Narsingana, Harshankar and Mahendragiri to boost tourism, facilitate private sector investments, augment livelihood opportunities for the local communities, and promote local entrepreneurship with an overall project cost of Rs 830 crore. To promote culinary tourism, my government has launched Nimantran, a restaurant chain at Bhubaneswar, Puri and Sambalpur, which serve authentic Odia cuisine. Commencement of luxury hotel operations by ITC, Taj Vivanta and Lemon Tree earlier this year are positive indicators of increased investor confidence in our efforts. Agriculture and its allied sector are the largest employment sector of our state and hold the key to socio-economic development of our people. My government lays special emphasis on the development of this sector through various interventions supported by a comprehensive and inclusive state agriculture policy. Separate agriculture budget and a dedicated agriculture cabinet are two such remarkable initiatives that ensure allocative priority for this sector and faster decision-making for sectoral growth and welfare of our farmers. The first ever Odisha Agriculture Conclave 2021 was organized during last October to link farmers of Odisha to organized national market with the objective of removing intermediaries and improving the income of farmers. It was observed that there still exists market potential on many agri-producers, sunflower, mustard, millets, kedo and Congo, automatic rice, maize, ginger, turmeric and coffee, which will still remain unexploited. As an outcome of the agriculture conclave, it has been decided to take up demand-driven production programs to garner better returns from the farm. The United Nations have declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets in recognition of these nutrient-rich crops. The humble millets have now gone global. My government could foresee this and launched Odisha Millet Mission in 2017 for promotion of these climate-resilient and nutritionally rich crops in 85 blocks spread over 15 districts. The farmers are being organized into FPOs, and 75 such FPOs have already been registered for promotion of millets. The millet farmers are provided with procurement support through millet procurement automatic system. During last year, around 2 lakh quintals of ragi was procured, and this year the procurement is expected to reach 4 lakh quintals. Ragi has now been introduced under PDS and nutritional program under ICDS. In recognition of the effects under the program, Odisha has been awarded Best Millet Promoting State under Poshak Anaj Award by ICAR, IIMR and FAO during 2020-21 and the Scotch Gold Award 2019. Under the Universal Income Scheme, Kalia, Krishak Assistant for Livelihood and Income Augmentation, first of its kind in the country, support is extended to small and marginal farmers, both for Kharif and Rabi seasons, and landless agriculture households for undertaking non-farm activities. During 2020-21, around 54 lakh small and marginal farmers and landless agriculture households were assisted under the scheme. And during 2020 and 21, assistance has already been provided to 57 lakh small and marginal farmers and landless agriculture households by December 2021. Sharecroppers, especially landless farmers, constitute a sizable proportion of our farming community who remain outside the institutional credit system. A new scheme, Balarama, is now being implemented for financing of joint liability groups of sharecroppers. It aims to cover 5 lakh farmers through 1 lakh joint liability groups. Till now, 22,358 JLGS have been formed and 6,214 JLGS provided with credit support of around rupees 59 crores. My government has procured 77 lakhs decimal 33 lakh metric tons of paddy from 13 decimal 94 lakh farmers during Kharif marketing season 2020-21, which makes Odisha one among the top paddy procuring states in the country. Our state is not only able to meet its food grain needs, but also makes a substantial contribution to the central pool. My government pioneered the launching of Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana during 2018 to promote agri-enterprises through ease of doing agri-business. This involves process simplification for establishment of more number of commercially viable agri-enterprises in a simple, transparent and time-bound manner under the state agriculture policy. APICOL is the state nodal agency to implement this. During 2021-22, online proposals for registration of 4,274 commercial agriculture enterprises have already been received, which are in various stages of implementation. So far, 306 agri-enterprises have been supported with incentive of rupees 25 crores under the scheme. My government is implementing a transformative initiative. Every willing farmer can have a farm pond, with a target of creating 5 lakh farm ponds in the 5 years from 2019-22 to 2023-24 to supplement water scarcity during critical junctures and to provide critical irrigation required during Kharif. Concurrently, the aim is also to popularize integrated farming systems which will help augment farmers' income and counter frequent extreme weather eventualities. During the last 2 years, 6,740 farm ponds have already been completed in our state through Manrega. My government has identified allied sector as the growth propels for Odisha's farmers, women self-help groups and entrepreneurs. Under Matsya Pokhri Yojana, my government encourages farmers to take up new fish tanks. Further, the liberal policy for long-term leasing of the panchayat tanks to women self-help groups for taking up PC culture has tremendously helped to scale up scientific fish farming in all districts. Fisheries sector in the state achieved another milestone, which Balasore district was awarded the best marine district in marine fisheries sector on the World Fisheries Day on 21st November 2021, organized by the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Government of India. Universal vaccination for foot and mouth disease in cattle is being taken up to cover the entire livestock population of the state. Artificial insemination has been taken up on a mission mode to cover up over 15 lakh cattle so as to improve the genetic potential and to enhance milk production. The state was ranked second in country under nationwide artificial insemination program. Phase 2, second for artificial insemination coverage. All livestock are being ear tagged and with unique identification number, wherein an animal database with farmer detail is created for proper targeting and accountability in order to augment egg and meat production and boost entrepreneurship development. Strategic promotion of small-scale semi-commercial and commercial poultry, a huge number of layer farms, broil farms and goat units are being promoted through attractive subsidy infusions. My government has financed rupees 219 crores through cooperative banks to 33,416 joint liability groups of small marginal landless sharecroppers, factual cultivators and rural women. Under Kalia scheme, interest rate on crop loans up to rupees 50,000 was reduced from 1% to 0%, and thus making them interest-free crop loan from the year 2019-20, and loans from 50,000 to rupees 3 lakhs are now provided with only 2% interest per annum to encourage our farmers. We are largely dependent upon monsoon rains for our water resources. To meet the water requirement of all sectors throughout the year, my government has been emphasizing water conservation and improvement of water use efficiency. For large-scale conservation of surface water inside streams and rivers, my government has approved 13 stream storage structures during 2021-22 in the first phase. Groundwater recharge through 779 minor irrigation and Panchayati Raj tanks covering 15 districts has also been taken up in association with Green Climate Fund during 2021-22. Work in 71 tanks has been completed. Deep bore well construction program and Parvati Green Mega Lift Irrigation Program have brought a perceptible transformation in the development of irrigation in the state. We have so far handed over 88,589 bore wells to farmers and commissioned 136 mega lift projects. Apart from that, my government has given focus on time-bound completion of major and medium irrigation projects. During 2021, we have commissioned 2 major irrigation projects, Upper Indravati Lift Canal System in Kalahandi district and Lower Indra irrigation projects in Nuapada district. My government is now adopting underground pipe line distribution system, where feasible instead of open canals to avoid land acquisition, improve water use efficiency, and ensure timely completion of irrigation projects. Canal lining works of approximately 840 kilometers has already been completed under canal lining and system rehabilitation program to reduce conveyance loss in canals. In a major leap forward for Odisha's food security mission, our state has secured 4th place among large states in the 3rd State Food Safety Index for 2020-21. Improving from 13th position in 2019-20, my government has been able to cover 3.26 crore beneficiaries from 93.24 lakh eligible households under the categories of priority household and Antyodaya Anna Yojana under the National Food Security Act 2013. To further include the eligible left-out beneficiaries under food security, my government has been implementing its own state food security schemes from October 2018. Under the state scheme, 2.18 lakh households comprising of 7.15 lakh eligible beneficiaries are covered. On the whole, 95.42 lakh families comprising of 3.33 crore beneficiaries, which constitutes 79.32% of the state's total population as per 2011 census, are covered under the food security program. Additionally, 27,758 eligible beneficiaries are covered under the Annapurna scheme. My government provided cash incentive of Rs 1,000 per PDS card to the families under NFSA and SFSSS to mitigate the effect of COVID-19 pandemic situation during April and May 2020. Further, second phase livelihood assistance of Rs 1,000 to each of the beneficiaries' families have been provided to mitigate the impact of pandemic on livelihood by incurring an expenditure of Rs 960 crore. Provision of safe drinking water is the topmost priority and focus of my government. My state aims to saturate all rural households with tap water connection by 2024. Resources available under different water supply schemes, along with extra budgetary resources, have been pooled together with capital outlay of Rs 50,263 crores under the state saturation plan to fulfill the target. The urban Odisha is a trend setter in the country in achieving universal coverage of tap water connections. 63 urban local bodies have already achieved 100% household connections in the state. Bhubaneswar and Cuttack have become the first and second municipal corporations to achieve 100% household connections in the entire country. We aim to achieve 100% household connections in all the 114 cities of the state during 2021. Under Drink from Tap Mission Sujal, entire Puri town has been covered with 24/7 supply of directly drinkable water from tap. Its quality conforming to IS 10,500 standard with 100% household connection and 100% meeting with this. Puri is the only city in India to have achieved the distinction of joining the prestigious League of International Cities such as New York, London, Singapore, and Tokyo in providing such facility. My government is transformative initiative. The Jaga mission is a model public policy to bring about lasting happiness in the lives of the urban marginalized. It recognizes informal settlements and slum dwellers as indispensable part of the urban fabric, empowering millions of people. This inclusive initiative has won Asia Pacific Housing Forum Innovation Awards 2021. Biju Adarsh Kalyan program is aimed at transforming slums into Adarsh colonies to 2,974 slums across 114 urban local bodies of the state will be transformed to Biju Adarsh colonies to improve the quality of living in the slum areas. Under slum upgradation and delisting activities, 1.70 lakh families have already been granted land rights certificates and 8 cities have already achieved slum-free status. My government is committed to provide Pakka houses to all houseless and Kacha houses dwellers in the rural areas. Around 31 lakh Pakka houses have been completed in the most transparent manner since the 2014-15 with an expenditure of rupees 31,050 crores. The system of incentive of Biju Pakka Ghar Yojana to the beneficiaries has set an example of other states to emulate. Rupees 1,283 crore has already been paid to 7.82 lakh beneficiaries as incentive. Further, 12.25 lakh eligible households have been identified for coverage under different rural housing schemes. As a part of my government's commitment to provide self-shelter to the rural households of the state, taking a step forward, my government has recently distributed financial assistance of rupees 3,000 under Biju Pakka Ghar Yojana to each beneficiary for repair, renovation of their Pakka houses, sanctioned under different rural housing schemes since 2014. This will benefit 31 lakh such families with a total assistance of rupees 1,440 crores. My government further proposes to provide financial assistance of rupees 5,000 each to the eligible but left out households of the state who are yet to get any rural housing assistance. My government has devolved substantial resources for provision of basic services, sanitation, supply of drinking water, rainwater harvesting, creation of durable assets. Village action plans are being prepared with focus on sanitation and solid and liquid waste management in convergence with SBMG program, Manrega and Financial Commission grants. We target to saturate all Gram Panchayat with sanitation and SLWM activities towards ODF plus declaration of all villages by 2023-24. There has been a paradigm shift in the decentralized solid waste management in urban areas of Odisha. 227 micro-composing centers and 185 materially recovery facilities are now operational in 114 ULBs of the state. Under urban septage program, construction of 118 septage treatment facilities in 114 ULBs have been taken up, out of which 67 facilities have already been completed and are functional. With the completion of all these septage plants, our state will become the first state to achieve 100% saturation in septage treatment. Our septage model has received international recognition with Medal of Honor in the Ganjwa Award for Urban Innovation 2021. To address the nutritional needs of the pregnant and lactating mothers, my government has launched the unique state sector scheme Mamata, a conditional cash transfer maternity benefit initiative. Wage compensation of rupees 5,000 is transferred directly to beneficiaries' account under the scheme so that they are able to take adequate rest during their pregnancy and post-delivery period. So far, 50 lakh women have been provided cash benefit of rupees 2,394 crores. My government has taken steps to transform Anganwadi centers to vibrant Anganwadi centers for benchmarking service delivery through vibrant infrastructure, addressing malnutrition, community mobilization, data management and analysis, and early childhood care and education. My government has also launched e-Monday portal of 25th February 2021 for timely and regular disbursement of monthly honorarium and incentives directly to the bank accounts of the Anganwadi workers, mini Anganwadi workers, and Anganwadi helpers through IFMS. 1.35 lakh Anganwadi field functionaries are being benefited by this initiative. Under supplementary nutrition program, my government has ensured supply of take-home ration, dry ration, and eggs to children and pregnant and nursing mothers without any disruption. And through Anganwadi centers during the COVID-19 pandemic to promote dietary diversity among children attending Anganwadi centers. My government has developed more than 30 9,000 nutritional gardens, more Upkari Bagichas in Anganwadi centers. My government has formulated life cycle approach for accelerated reduction in malnutrition through the strategy for Odisha's pathway to accelerated nutrition. It is a targeted strategy to transform nutrition scenario in 125 blocks in 22 districts of the state with poor nutrition indicators. It focuses on the first 1,000 days of children through technology-led solutions for streamlining supply chain, management of take-home ration, and e-Kalika for monitoring community-based crèches. My government has implemented Vatsalya, a game-changing campaign to institutionalize care and stimulation of children under 3 years as a part of its early childhood development initiative. As a mainstreaming and responsive parenting initiative, men are sensitized and involved in child rearing and caring process of kids. Kuni calendar, a weekly calendar of activities, and Ghare Ghare Arunima, a monthly calendar based on field activity chart, has been developed to address psychosocial, physical and motor, language, creative and aesthetic aspects of early childhood development. My government has rolled out Advika, an adolescent life empowerment program to engage adolescent girls on various health and nutritional issues. This year onwards, boys have also been included in the Advika program for developing a better gender equitable attitude. It is praiseworthy that the Child Marriage Free Village initiative through Nirvek Kadi has been awarded Scotch Gold Award during the year 2021 for efforts of my government in preventing child marriage and declaring 10,000 villages as free from child marriage. My government had launched a new scheme, Ashirwad, on 20th June 2021 to support children who lost both their parents or single parent or primary bread earner in the family from 1st April 2020 to 15th September 2021 due to COVID-19. The scheme was formulated to provide monthly financial support and other convergent support to eligible children and their caretakers. 18,827 eligible children have availed the benefits of this scheme. Mission Shakti, an epoch-making movement of my government for empowerment of women self-help groups members, now has 6 lakh women self-help groups with 70 lakh women members in the state. The success of this mass movement has culminated in the formulation of a state Mission Shakti, separate Mission Shakti department for monitoring and all self-help groups programs and activities under one roof. This journey of Mission Shakti members is a testimony of women's emergence into the mainstream over the last 2 decades in Odisha. My government has introduced an interest subvention in initiative Mission Shakti loans to provide interest-free loans to WSHG for loans up to Rs 3 lakhs on prompt and regular repayment. Interest subvention of Rs 126 crores has been provided to Mission Shakti groups during 2020-21, benefiting 1.86 lakh eligible self-help groups. Facilitating institutional finance, 2.35 lakh self-help groups have been provided with bank linkages amounting to Rs 4,291 crores during 2020-21. To ensure last mile delivery of banking services in unbanked and underbanked Gram Panchayats, my government has taken a historic step forward in engaging women health self-group and federation members as business correspondent agents. By engagement of 1,749 self-help group members, the outreach of banking network in unbanked and underbanked GPS has been increased. Such self-help group members are supported with Rs 2,000 per month for the initial 6 months of their onboarding. Other remarkable initiatives of my government involving women self-help groups include increasing the remuneration of each member from Rs 11 to Rs 18 per consumer per month in electricity meter reading, billing and collection activities to run kiosks for selling millets and value-added products across the states, and building a 5-ton capacity and cold storage in Rourkela to provide sustainable livelihood to women self-help groups members. My government is committed to enhance the educational status of ST and SC students through various interventions like free education, award of scholarships, free boarding and lodging facilities, supply of free textbooks, reading and writing materials. Residential school facilities has been extended to 4.60 lakh ST and SC students through 1,700 135 residential schools, and 7,058 hostels. Scholarships to ST, SC, and OBC students is another major intervention of my government for incentivizing the educational attainment of about 18.24 lakh students of pre-matric level and about 4.47 lakh students at post-matric level. With the objective of providing the best educational opportunities to ST and SC students, my government is implementing Anvesha 8 Akanksha hostel complexes at Bhubaneswar, Brahmpur, Sambalpur, Rourkela have been constructed to provide accommodation to about 3,900 students pursuing higher education in the urban areas of the state. My government has introduced the Livelihood Cluster Development Program under Mission Jivika to raise the income level and living standards of our tribal communities. So far, more than 1,440 farm and non-farm livelihood clusters have been promoted primarily in agriculture and allied sectors, benefiting more than 1 lakh beneficiaries. For skilling the youths of ST, SC, OBC, and minorities, my government has taken up skill development program Prayas for placement-linked employability training. On successful completion of such training, the trainees can avail employment opportunities in reputed organizations, companies, and manufacturing industries with their enhanced employability. My government is committed for providing social security and empowering the persons with disabilities, destitutes and widows, senior citizens, transgenders, persons affected by AIDS, and victims of substance abuse. Social security pensions are provided to 48.57 lakh persons, covering the highest percentage of population amongst all states in the country. My government has made provisions of pension for destitute, deserted, divorcee women under Madhu Babu Pension Yojana. Baneshri scholarships are provided to 23,995 physically challenged students. My government has facilitated the formation of 3,623 self-help groups of physically challenged persons. 95 old age homes are functioning across the states to provide food, clothing, high-quality residential sports, and free health services to the senior citizens. Odisha is one among the few states to the country to have established old age homes in all districts. My government is implementing Sahay for rehabilitation of beggars and destitute persons. Most School Abhiyan is a unique initiative in the country in fostering a citizen-government collaboration to undertake next-level transformation in the school ecosystem of Odisha. Under Most School campaign, schools are undergoing next-level transformation, ensuring better pedagogy for students. 6,647 high schools, 26,030 elementary schools across 314 blocks are now covered under this initiative. To provide a level playing field, 15% seats in medical and engineering colleges of the states have also been reserved for students of government high schools. Under 5T high school transformation programs of my government, 1,076 high schools have been transformed in the first phase, and 3,365 more high schools will be transformed in the second phase, thereby providing world-class infrastructure facilities and studying atmosphere in the government high schools. My government is establishing Odisha Adarsh Vidyalayas in every block of our state to provide quality English medium education to our rural students. 250 OIVs are already functional in 250 blocks of the state. 107 schools have already been upgraded to senior secondary level in the science stream. 88,272 students are availing quality education as per CBSE curriculum. 30 OAVs covering 30 districts will soon start commerce stream in higher secondary classes. The meritorious students scoring 90% and more than in 10th board examinations are provided residential coaching facilities to prepare for state and national level entrance examinations for medicine, engineering, law, and armed forces. A vision document for integration and transformation OAVs into centers of excellence through the 5T High School Transformation Initiative has been prepared by my government efforts are being put to functionalize 64 OAVs and one iconic OAV at Andhruva, Bhubaneswar in the 2022-23 academic session. On Teachers' Day 2021, 413 teachers have been appointed in our OAVs. My government is providing free uniforms and textbooks to all students of class 1 to 8 of government and aided schools, including schools under ST-SC Development Department during 2021-22. My government has distributed 2.47 crores textbooks to students of class 1 to 8 of government and aided schools. During 2021-22, my government has released rupees 17.75 crores under Mukhyamantri Medha Vritti as one-time grant of rupees 5,000 each to 35,490 meritorious students. Rupees 1.77 crore under Odisha Bhasha Vritti Puraskar to 3,549 students as award of rupees 5,000 each for securing highest mark in Odia subject in annual HSC examination, and rupees 10.61 crore under Best School Award of rupees 1 lakh each to 1,061 schools. Besides, parents of top 10 students of each district as per the result of annual HSC examination have also been felicitated. During 2021-22, my government has appointed 6,131 initial appointee teachers in different schools in government secondary schools. Notifications for recruitment of 11,403 initial appointee teachers of different subjects has been published. 1,097 junior SCS teachers have been promoted to senior SCS and placed as headmasters in various government high schools. Similarly, 60 LSCS teachers in government secondary schools and 74,653 elementary teachers have been promoted during 2021-22. Creating skilled workforce is one of the critical determinants of economic development and well-being of the state and its people. To enhance employability of our youth, my government has undertaken skill development through our vocational and technical system to create skilled workforce. Vocational education is now imparted in 961 secondary and high secondary schools in our state, wherein 1.8 lakh students have taken admission in 11 different vocational trades. Our government ITIs have proved their excellence by participating in national level grading success process twice. 6 government ITIs of our state have earned the distinction of being ranked among the top 100 ITIs of our country, and out of 12,160 ITIs graded by the Government of India, our state topped the medal chart with 51 winners at the India Skills 2021 organized by the National Skill Development Corporation, New Delhi during January 2022. To meet the demand of skilled manpower for the fourth industrial revolution, my government has introduced new age trades, Internet of Things, Mechnotracks, welding technology, and remotely piloted aircraft, drone pilot under aerospace and aviation sector. An advanced plumbing laboratory has been established at State Institute of Plumbing Technology, Patamundai, in collaboration with Indian Plumbing Skills Council and Hindustan Sanitaryware Industries Limited. Corporate Social Responsibility Fund ITI, Barbil, has been upgraded into Model ITI in mining and allied sector, and a skill museum has been established at ITI Cuttack. The percentage of enrollment of girls in ITIs has been enhanced from 6% to 18% with launching of new scheme Sudaksha. We target to have at least 30% girls enrollment in each ITI. Now 44 ITIs out of 49 have girls hostels, and steps are being taken for construction of more members of girls hostel in ITIs. One special ITI for persons with disability has been operationalized at Khudapur at Jatni, Khorda, with separate boys and girls hostels for skill training of PW students. Biju Patnaik Institute for Training of Trainers, Talcher, has been operationalized with National Council for Vocational Training affiliation for 3 trades. The Central Tool Room and Training Center Bhubaneswar has been supported with 4 acres of land and rupees 19.96 crore for establishment of world-class training of trainers institute at Salasri Vihar, Bhubaneswar. Biju Patnaik Film and Television Institute, Cuttack, has been upgraded to a degree level institute. Model career centers have been set up in the district employment exchanges at Sambalpur, Cuttack, Raurkela, Dhenkanal, Brahmpur, Koraput, and Keonjhar. During the last 3 years, 252 job drives have been conducted by these MCCs, in which 3,017 youths have been appropriately placed. To enhance this skill level and potential employment of technical students holding MCA, MBA, BTech, BE, ITI, and Polytechnic certificates in states, my government has launched the digital initiative. This in turn has enabled the local ITI industry to have readily available talent pool for their expansion needs. My government has launched the Chief Minister's Employment Generation Program, which is an inclusive skill development strategy to synergize all the skill programs. A target of skilling 15 lakhs youths in the next 5 years has been set under the program. 4.42 lakhs youths have already been trained during the last 3 years. My government's initiative in higher education are based on the vision of achieving excellence, ensuring access, equity and inclusivity in institutions of higher learning. Odisha University is being established over 9.60 acres of land at Satyavadi. Administrative approval for rupees 60.72 crore has already been accorded towards the infrastructure work. My government has opened Madhusudan Law University, a new law university at Cuttack on the birth anniversary of Utkal Gaurav Madhusudan Das on 28th April 2021. Now all government and private law college of Odisha, other than constituent law colleges of universities, are affiliated with the Madhusudan Law University. Mo College Abhiyan is aimed at connecting the alumni with their alma mater of all state universities, government and non-government aided colleges. It provides a platform to the alumni to offer voluntary services and support for the betterment of the ecosystem of the institutions where they once studied. Funds for implementation of the Mo College program shall be met from voluntary donations with 2 times matching grant from the state government. My government provides scholarships of rupees 10,000 per annum to students pursuing professional education. Junior merit and senior merit scholarships and PG scholarships are awarded to intermediate, graduate, postgraduate students. To promote Odia language at the college level, Vyasa Kavi Fakir Mon scholarship has been instituted, wherein a one-time scholarship of rupees 20,000 per student is awarded to meritorious students. Odisha is playing a key role in the turnaround of Indian sports scenario with its continuous support for players and investment in sports infrastructure. My government successfully organized the FIH Hockey Men's Junior World Cup 2021 during 24th November to 5th December 2021, where 16 teams from different countries participated. This was the first international event to be hosted in our country since the onset of the pandemic, and the event was a huge success. In recognition of the brilliant performance of the Indian hockey team at Tokyo Olympics 2020, my government has decided to sponsor Indian hockey team for another 10 years till 2033. The Birsa Munda International Hockey Stadium at Rourkela is a flagship project with rupees 120 crore. Once completed, it will be India's largest hockey stadium with 20,000 seating capacity and will be hosting the Hockey Men's World Cup 2023 along with the Kalinga Stadium. For the upcoming FIFA Under-17 Women's Football World Cup 2022, 5 FIFA standard football training centers with natural turf have already been developed in Bhubaneswar. Empowering athletes of Odisha is at the core of all the initiatives of my government. Transforming the sports landscapes and empowering athletes is the vision of my government. 89 multi-purpose indoor halls project worth rupees 700 crore is underway with facilities for badminton, table tennis, weightlifting, and can be used as disaster shelters, hospital during pandemic and natural calamities. Rupees 400 crore Kalinga expansion project that includes India's first indoor athletic stadium, a world-class aquatic center for swimming, a tennis center court that can host a Davis Cup, and a world-class hockey high-performance center will create a benchmark in sports infrastructure and reinforce Odisha as a sports hub in the true sense. A bouquet of high-performance centers in hockey, athletics, football, swimming, sports climbing, sports science, badminton, shooting, weightlifting is grooming the athletes for sporting excellence, while the government continues to extend sport to federations including swimming, rugby, football, in addition to the associations for the hosting of international and national events to promote sports holistically. My government has been undertaking various activities for protection, regeneration, and extension of forest and tree cover in the participatory mode with involvement of local people. It is commendable that Odisha has added 537.44 square kilometers forest cover and is ranked third in the growth of the forest cover among all states in the country as per the India State of Forest Report 2021. It has topped among all states increasing mangrove cover in last 2 years. Further, the Simlipal Tiger Reserve has been rated among the top 3 tiger reserves in terms of forest cover in the country. This has been possible because of the persistent efforts of my government in implementing projects and programs to preserve, protect, and nurture the environment, wildlife, and natural resources. Some of the flagship schemes are Green Mahanadi Mission, increasing green cover in the state, National Afforestation Program, National Mission for Green India, Ama Jangala Yojana, Eco-Tourism, Odisha Forestry Sector Development Project, and Sustainable Biodiversity Management. My government has awarded 804 voluntary organizations, villages, educational institutions with the Prakriti Mitra and 853 individuals with Prakriti Bandhu awards on the occasion of World Environment Day during the last 5 years. Odisha is endowed with rich cultural diversity. It is evident from its historical monuments, archaeological sites, tribal and traditional arts, and sculpture, which attract the tourists, scholars, researchers from across the globe. Virtual walkthroughs along the galleries of Odisha State Museum has been facilitated in the website so that people can enjoy the artifacts and archives of the archaeological and historical importance from the comfort of their homes. A list of 117 eminent persons has been completed for establishment of Adarsh Baraputra village for protection of Odisha's heritage, culture, and tradition. The village of the illustrious sons of the soil have to be identified from the list prepared by the inter-ministerial level committee set up for the declaration of the model village. My government has declared to convert the house of author Manoj Das and historian Manamath Das at Sankhari village in Balasore district into a memorial to be named Manamath Manoj Memorial. Odisha has come a long way in management and mitigation of disasters since the 1999 super cyclone. My government's zero casualty approach in disaster is now being rightly dubbed as the Odisha model. This has happened due to the consistent efforts in building effective community-level communications, training, warning, dissemination, building of multi-purpose cyclone shelters, and implementation of early warning dissemination system with last-mile connectivity. During the last 5 years, the state has encountered several major disasters, including very severe cyclonic storm Titali in October 2018, extremely severe cyclonic storm Fani in May 2019, very severe cyclonic storm Bulbul in November 2019, severe cyclone Amphan in May 2020, frequent heavy rains, floods, droughts in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. My government declared it as a disaster under the Disaster Management Act 2005 and issued various orders and standard operating procedures under the SET Act and the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897 to contain the spread of the virus and save invaluable human lives from its pangs. My government has implemented some transformative best practices in dealing with disasters and natural calamities. Under National Cyclone Risk Mitigation Project, the early warning dissemination system is functioning in 6 coastal districts of Balasore, Bhadrak, Kendrapada, Jagatsinghpur, Puri and Ganjam in our state. This project is first of its kind in India. Doppler weather radar stations at Gopalpur and Paradip are now fully functional, which helps IMD forecasting weather and other information with accuracy on real-time basis. Steps are being taken for installation of DWR at Balasore and Sambalpur. The overall law and order situation in the state during the year 2021 remained by and large peaceful. The communal tension, agitations by different labor and service organizations and students' unrest, if any, were contained through process of dialogue and police alertness. Due consideration and empathy were shown in dealing with tribals, Dalits, women, farmers, weaker sections, senior citizen, people of minority communities during their protest, agitation, demonstration of different issues concerning them. During the last 5 years, left-wing extremism was dealt firmly. The number of LWE affected districts now stands at 10 from 21 due to proactive response of my government and security forces. As many as 58 Maoist cadres were neutralized in police action. 194 were arrested. 108 surrendered during this said period. The turnaround in the situation in Swabhimanchal of Malkangiri, which once was a Maoist bastion, has been the most redeeming feature in the success achieved in the anti-LWE front in the state. My government is implementing emergency response sports system with a command center at Bhubaneswar. In this system, police service, fire service, women and child helpline are now being brought under one umbrella, helpline number 112. Fire service of Odisha have rendered commendable service in carrying out relief and rescue operations during different natural calamities. They have also taken up rescue and relief operations outside Odisha in several and severe calamities very effectively. My government is giving much needed emphasis on human resources requirement of the state police. During last 5 years, 4,205 posts in different ranks have been created to augment the capacity of the state police force. 68 candidates were appointed as direct deputy superintendent of police in the Odisha police service cadre, and 6,027 posts in different ranks have been filled up by way of direct recruitment during the above period. Similarly, 29 police stations and 5 outposts and 1 town outpost have been created during the period. For quick and speedy disposal of cases, my government has issued notifications for establishment of 3 courts of civil judge, cum judicial magistrate, first class during 2021. 47 civil judges in Odisha judicial service have been appointed during 2021. To provide access to justice to rural people, my government has established legal assistance cells called Madhu Babu Ain Sahayata Shivir in 204 Gram Panchayats of the state, and 2,518 persons have been provided legal assistance in 158 village legal aid care and sport centers of the state. During the year 2021, 5 Lok Adalats have been organized and 35,547 cases, 2012 from 2nd January 2013 to provide all the notified services to the citizens within a stipulated time. So far, 401 public services relating to 41 departments have been notified under this Act. A central monitoring system has been developed to monitor all online services notified under this Act, with provision for filling appeal and revision online by the citizens, and to supervise delivery of public services by the designated authority at higher level. The central monitoring system has been integrated with Odisha's One Portal. Litigation management system is being implemented for monitoring of court cases on real-time basis on human resources. Management system has simplified service-related works of state government employees. The Court of Lokayuk as an institution helps to maintain transparency in administration. 3,331 cases have been registered during the period from 2019 to 2021, out of which 2,949 cases have been disposed of till date. My government provides assistance out of the Odisha Chief Minister Relief Fund to the needy and indigent persons for treatment of their major ailments and people affected by major mishaps, disasters and calamities. Around rupees 387 crore has already been spent during the year till date towards management of COVID-19, assistance to the state Ahar Society, construction of multi-purpose cyclone, flood shelters in 7 districts affected by Fani, assistance to poor and destitute for last rites under Harish Chandra Sahayata Yojana, Mahaprayan, and assistance to indigent persons. During 2021-22, 1,353 candidates have been recommended by the Odisha Public Service Commission to different state cadre Group A and Group B posts. And 1,091 candidates by the Odisha Staff Service Commission to different state cadre Group B and C posts of the state government till December 2021. Similarly, 9,217 candidates have been recommended by the Odisha Subordinate Staff Service Commission during the same period to different district cadre Group B and C posts of the state government. The 3 commissions have adopted the integrated recruitment management system in the process of recruitment to various state and district cadre posts for accuracy, transparency, and reduction of the lead time in the publication of the results. My government has launched Mo Sarkar initiative, which has changed the contours of public service delivery in Odisha. The coupling of technology with a solid governance oversight through 5T initiative has enabled it to deliver transformative outcomes. Continuing with my government policy of zero tolerance to corruption, the Vigilance Organization has registered 267 criminal cases against corrupt government employees during 2021. So far, exemplary punishment of compulsory retirement has also been given to 151 government officials on the grounds of immorality, inefficiency, and lack of integrity. My government is taking all steps to deliver public services in mission mode with use of information technology. IT-enabled services such as Bhulekh, Bhunaksha, e-mutation, e-registration, e-pauti, and e-certificates are some notable initiatives in ensuring timely delivery of services in a transparent manner. 34 public services pertaining to land revenue administration has been notified under Odisha Right to Public Services Act and are being delivered online to the citizen. This has reduced the physical interface between government offices and citizen, enhanced transparency and augmented government good governance. As a mineral-rich state, Odisha has vast reserves of high-grade iron ore, bauxite, chromite, manganese ore, coal, and other minerals. My government has been implementing the IT-based mineral administration under integrated mines mineral management system to augment ease of doing business in the mining sector. The year 2021-22 has been a year of high collection of mining revenue against the total mining revenue collection of rupees 46,347 crore over last 5 years up to 2020-21. The current year collection stands at rupees 31,049 crore till December 2021, which is an all-time record, against the annual target of rupees 1,300 crores of revenue generation from minor mills for the current financial year. Rupees 448.360 crores has already been collected. Similarly, motor vehicle tax of rupees 1,117 crore has been collected against target of rupees 1,765 crore during the period. Services under excise administration have been made available online mode and included under the RTPS Act. The Odisha excise cadre has been restructured, enhancing this cadre strength from 1,906 to 2,210 to make the excise administration more proactive, responsive, and accountable in terms of quality delivery of public services. 2 new excise districts at Bhubaneswar and Rourkela have also been created. Against annual target of rupees 5,500 crore of excise revenue during 2021-22, the collection till date stands at 3,653 crores. My government's commercial taxes and goods and services tax organizations has been awarded Tax India Online National Taxation Award 2021 in Gold category as the best reformist state and Gold Award in the SGST state VAT category. My government has been able to collect on revenue amounting to rupees 62,788 crore till the end of December 2021, which is about 84% more than the collection during the corresponding previous year period. The windfall collection of mining revenue is the main driver of the revenue collection during 2021-22. This has provided ample fiscal space for my government to meet the requirement towards COVID management, livelihood generation, and capital outlay for infrastructure development. My government has been a pioneer state in implementing international best practices in public financial management. Recently, a few other states have expressed their desire to partner with Odisha in implementing public financial management reforms to strengthen and improve the quality of disclosures on public finances. To enhance transparency and budget credibility, my government has been providing complete budget information in user-friendly formats in the website of the Finance Department as well as the dedicated Odisha budget portal. Monthly, quarterly, and half-yearly fiscal analysis reports are also uploaded for information of general public as well as the intelligentsia. My government has brought out new disclosures, fiscal strategy report, fiscal risk statement, SDG budget, and status paper on public debt, along with annual budget 2021-22, making Odisha as a leader in budget transparency and disclosure. Under the new procedure of Government of India for release of funds under the centrally sponsored schemes, Odisha is one among 6 states to have achieved 100% onboarding of all CSS schemes with single nodal accounts. to provide pension service at the doorsteps of the pensioners without any need for physical visit to Treasury for disbursement of first pension submission and of annual life certificates. My government has ensured periodical identification of pensioners, family pensioners, through selfie and video-based KYC using artificial intelligence. Softwares have also been developed in IFMS for facilitating online submission of pension application in cases of retiring and retired employees of the urban local bodies and aided and taken over educational institutions. My government has taken steps to ensure end-to-end digital transaction and accounting, thereby implementing paperless treasury administration in coming years. The year 2021, just gone by, was marked by the second wave and third wave of the pandemic, making all of us to adapt to the new normal. The preparedness on the part of my government was the key to its successful management. It was also a year of economic revival, growth, and transformation in service delivery. Technology has served as a tool in transforming delivery of good governance and public goods and services. My state has performed phenomenally well in several sectors, be it public health initiatives, rural housing, transforming our educational institutions, providing quality education to lakhs of ST and SC students, the vibrant Mission Shakti movement, transforming our socio-economical landscape, our own food security scheme for every deserving family, or our sporting and tourist infrastructures, are carrying out administrative reforms, or public financial management reforms. Despite several challenges during year 2021, my government has made a remarkable journey this far. My government will continue to prioritize the delivery of essential services, creation of livelihood opportunities, and development of key and basic infrastructure, including connectivity, provision of safe drinking water, power supply, supporting agriculture with irrigation, and other facilities, and taking health care and education to the next level. I would like to reiterate in unequivocal terms that my government is firmly committed to develop all religions of the state and empower all sections of the people, and is all set to move into a transparent, technology-driven, transformed new Odisha. I now leave it to your deliberations and wish you all success. Vande Utkal Janani.